Hi guys, it's KCFX. Good afternoon from here. Um, Today I want to talk about the pairs we worked on last week. XAU USD, gold, and GBP USD. Okay, these pairs we worked on them. I gave signal on them last week, which went fantastically well. Okay, gold fell massively, which was good for business anyway. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about these two pairs. Okay, and also I'm going to be talking about insights of pairs which we'll be looking at in this last week of March. Okay, today, which is Saturday, which is sunny. All right, guys, let's head to the chart and let's start there. Okay, so now I'm going to start with gold. Okay, gold. We can see gold fell to the ground. Okay, gold fell to the ground, like it's really fell. Okay, you can see that level, right? So it's massive. It's just insane. From here down to this level, that's madness. And you can see it's on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go back to last week's video which I dropped, which I want us to listen to, where I was talking about gold and how we are going to take the trade. Okay, like the setup. Okay,
Was
so that's it, where I was talking about it. Okay,
XAU USD, that's the gold. Okay, we've been waiting on gold for a while now.
all right,
we saw price give us lower highs and lower low, and you can see above here where you see I wrote, if price breaks this line, the buyers takes charge. Now overall trend will be bullish. Okay, great. So now we still see price is still below this level. You see price is still very much below this level. Okay, sorry, below this level. It doesn't cross the black line above. Okay, so we're expecting price to still look to come to the downside. Okay, so now we want to see price push to the downside here. Okay, towards this level. But remember, we have
okay, so I said we need to see price come towards the last end there, and that's what happened here. We saw that massive push to the downside, which was really good for markets. Okay, we saw that move happen. It was fantastic. Okay, it was great, right? Okay, so that's that for gold. We saw price going to the golden zone again on Monday, and we took a sell position to the downside, and market rallied down to the downside. Okay, now for GBP USD, okay, I'm going to quickly talk on that one. GBP USD, GBP USD. Okay, we took an entry that was last 2 weeks, and also in that that video session which I made last week, I spoke about this movement to the downside. Okay, so now we wanted to see a new lower high, which we saw here. Okay, which we have here. This is the lower high, a new lower high. Okay, which I saw, which I advised us to wait for price to come towards the golden zone, which is this level here. Okay, when I see price come into this golden zone, okay, which we saw. Okay, if I go back to the 30 minutes time frame, so you can clearly see what happened there. Okay, so this was the entry yesterday of last week. Okay, so this was the entry we saw. Oh, not this, sorry. No, oh, sorry. This was the entry. Okay, we saw price, okay, we saw price come down into the golden zone. Okay, gave us a red bearish candle. which I said you need to see a red candle first coming to the golden zone, then a green candle closing green in the 30 minutes time frame, then a red candle, which we saw. Okay, we took our sell position and we targeted this level to the downside. We targeted this level to the downside for TP1, okay, and for TP2, but price never went to TP2. But as I always tell us, okay, TP1 is best. We can just stick to TP1 and stay out, and even if we want to hold for TP2, we can set break even and let price just move. If price goes against if price doesn't go to TP2, it goes back towards our break even and stops us out in 0.00, so we are not losing anything. Okay, so that's the logic and that's how we trade. All right, so guys, now since we saw price do this, okay, what happened? We saw price come up, okay, right, and cross this previous lower high and give us a new lower high above, which is this. Okay, this happened I think on Friday. Yeah, I think on Friday, on Thursday, I think. Okay, we saw it on Friday. It happened on Friday. We saw price, okay, cross this previous lower high, give us a new lower high, which I'm going to show us here. Okay, this is a new lower high, which I will put here. Now, as I said before in my various videos, that if you see price, okay, come and crosses the previous lower high, creates a new lower high, as long as it's not shifting to either a bullish trend or something like that, okay, it means price needs to give us another opportunity to take it downside because it's in a downtrend. Okay, when you have a lower high, lower lows, we're looking to sell. Okay, so we saw a new lower high here. Okay, so now we want to see price come down, okay, towards the golden zone. Now, how do we get the golden zone? Now, how do we do that? We need to draw a Fibonacci retracement from the lower low, okay, which is here, okay, and to the lower high, which is at this level. Okay, so now the golden zone now is at this level. Okay, the golden zone, right, is going to be at this level, the 0.618 and the 0.5 area, as I tell us before. Okay, now I want to see price come down, okay, towards the golden zone, this area here, and give us what I call criteria. Okay, these two criteria that we need: seeing a red candle coming to that golden zone in the 30 minutes time frame, finishing red. Then now we need a green candle to come up and close red in the next 30 minutes, and then we wait for the confirmation. The confirmation is the third red candle, which should be our entry level to the downside. And if you look clearly, you can see that's what market did here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in well so we can see. Now we can see clearly here that price did not enter the golden zone. You can just see a wick here. It didn't get into the golden zone proper, so this was not valid. Okay, so now what we want to see is price coming down into this area, and we can see a price came down into this area. Okay, give us a red candle, okay, give us a green candle, okay, and give us a red candle. By right, we would have taken a sell position at this level towards the downside. Okay, but why I did not take this trade, because it's on a Friday, okay, and when I see price coming and crossing the golden zone, which is this area, okay, the red dashed line and the black dashed line, that's the 0.618 area and 0.5. When you see price crosses that area and zoom past it down, okay, towards the 0.382 area, okay, it's best to wait. Why I say so? Because price has passed the golden zone. The golden zone is where we want to see that criteria to meet or to set up, okay, to open up for us to take a sell entry there. Okay, it's better we're taking a sell entry inside that zone, not below, and sometimes not above it. Okay, so it's best to take the entry inside the golden zone. It's best inside, okay, and even better, right, when it has come into the golden zone and come back. Now coming back now, as if, like, example of what I mean is price came down here, okay, and went back into this area, you can take a sell here, okay, but it's not going to be nice, okay, that you see price come into this area, cross the golden zone and come down towards this area. You will not take a sell position here. Don't try take a sell position here. What is best for us to do in this situation? Okay, you need to wait for price to come up, okay, maybe back to the golden zone. Look for that same criteria: a red candle, a green candle, then a red candle for the confirmation to take an entry to the downside. Okay, so if you see something like this, okay, price coming down, crossing the golden zone, coming down you wait for price to come back to the golden zone to take an entry. Okay, don't rush. And you can imagine, as I said, Fridays we don't take trades because Fridays are always dicey, and that's what happened. You can see price went down and came up, and it's just acting up because on a Friday market sessions close, so we don't want to be caught in all those kind of nonsense trap and all. Okay, so that's that for this pair. Okay, so now I'm going to dive in more, okay, on GBP USD. So now as it is, we want to see price, on this last week of March, we want to see price come into this area, okay, or maybe come into this area, then come down into this area for us to take an entry or look for a clearer criteria, okay, for a downtrend market, okay, to take an entry to the downside. So we're looking for price to come into this area or come up higher here, come down into the golden zone, then we look for those criteria and take a sell to the downside. So that's what we're looking for GBP USD in this current week that we are about to enter. Okay, great. So that's that for GBP USD. GBP USD is very much ready to enter, but we still need to see some confirmation and some divergence and stuff like that before we can start looking for any entry. So for now, GBP USD is ready, but we still need to see one or two correction, then a confirmation for the entry. Okay, all right. So now gold, I'm not sure we'll be able to do anything on gold for now. Gold has been bearish since last week. Okay, so for now we're gonna take time off from gold, okay, and wait for any consolidation or any because it's let's see, yeah, it's still very much a downtrend market, except maybe price would want to price will need to come down and cross the previous lower low here, okay, to give us a new lower low. Okay, then after that has happened, we need to see price come towards the upside to give us a new lower high for us to start looking for an entry to a downside. So for now we are just taking a breather for gold. We wait for gold to do whatever it needs to do. So for now we give gold a break. Okay, we'll focus on other pairs that are opening up for this new closing week of this month. Okay, so let's go and look at which pair again. Let's look at GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY, I said on our last video which I dropped last week that we're looking to take an entry to the downside for this pair. Okay, but as it stands we can't take we couldn't take anything. The reason why is on the 30 minutes time frame. Okay, let's look at it this way. Okay, this is the lower high here. Okay, this is the golden zone. Remember this area, the 0.618 area and the 0.5 area is a golden zone, and before we can start looking to take an entry to the downside, we need to see price come into that golden zone and give us those criteria that we know. Okay, so now what happened and why this pair was not valid for us to take an entry, that was last week. Now the reason why was because we saw price come down towards this area, and what happened, price didn't come into the golden zone proper. Okay, what happened, we saw price again bounce up, okay, and again we saw price come into that golden zone area, but you can see we didn't get a proper entry into the golden zone, so it's not also valid. So price has been bouncing on and out of the golden zone like crazy or extra last week. So what we're looking for now, we want to see price, now we see price has gone up again. Okay, now I want to see price come down proper into the golden zone and give us a criteria for us to now take an entry to the downside the way it should be. Okay, to the downside. Okay, that's what we want to see. Okay, so right now GBP JPY, we are waiting for that price to come down first into the golden zone, give us a criteria for a downtrend manner, so we can use that to see a confirmation to take an entry to the downside. Okay, so we are waiting for price to come towards the golden zone, give us what they need to see, and we take an entry. So GBP JPY, GBP USD, these pairs, they correlate in a way. Okay, they work in hand, kind of. They're not like they work together, but when GBP JPY is going down, GBP USD sometimes, most of the time, I'll say 75% of the time, also goes down. Okay, so we are looking at GBP JPY and GBP USD in this week. Okay, these are the pairs we'll be concentrating on right now. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's quickly check which pair again is there for us to look at. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to go on Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, we took an entry on Bitcoin, which we are still waiting for it to do the needful. I want to see price come towards the downside. Okay, it's because we saw head and shoulder at these areas. Okay, we saw head and shoulder at these areas. Okay, so I want to see price come towards the downside. Okay, we are still waiting for that. So this is a head, no, sorry, shoulder. Okay, 16, so it's in brother in black. We have head, okay, and shoulder. Okay, now here it's a little bit confusing. You will not really see it clearly here, so I'm going to go back to the 4 hours time frame so you can see it more clearly. Okay, so right now we can see now that this is the shoulder, okay, which is this level, and this is the head, this level, okay, and this is another shoulder which is forming. But at the moment we are still seeing price just acting up, okay, but we want to see price come towards the downside, at least towards this level. Okay, we want to see price come towards this level, so we're hoping for price to do that. Okay, so you remember, trading the forex market is not easy. Okay, it's all about probability and all about being patient. Okay, the market has come to us, we've taken the entry, so right now we just want to see price go towards the downside. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, we set our stop loss, we set our TP, we've done this already, so we're just waiting for price to come towards the downside. So for now, we just sit back and wait for price to do whatever it needs to do. Okay, if price goes against us, it's what it is. If price goes towards our TP, it's what it is. We win, we lose in this business. So that's the way, guys. So I think that's that for this video. I think that's where I'll be stopping. I'm going to be dropping this video quickly at our platform, and if you're able to go and watch it, okay, if there's any question, you can also hit me up privately or also on the WhatsApp platform to tell me whatever you don't understand, so I can explain to you. Okay, I'm going to be on 24/7. That's that for this video. We are patient, 85%, and 15% we execute with proper risk management. Okay, remember, Bitcoin, gold, silver are high volatile pairs. Okay, never enter them with double positions. Okay, always stick to your plan, and if you don't understand anything on position entering, you can speak to me and I'll advise on how you can enter any pair. Okay, so that's that, guys. I'll see you guys around. KCFX out.